Okay, let's look now at putting detail views into our layouts. Now I've already set up a couple of viewports here. We've got a plan view viewport and a section AA viewport. Now they're in the A3 landscape tab, which will be provided in the work file that comes with this exercise, which is 10 detail views in layouts. Now the model tab itself still has all of the information in it. So what's happened here in this current viewport, the live one here, is that somebody has done a zoom extent so that you can see the extent of the visible drawn objects in the model tab in that particular viewport. Now what I'm going to do there is I'm going to set up a named view in that viewport first. So that viewport is current, it's live, you can tell that by the bold outline, and as you can see, look, the crosshair appears only when I'm moving over the viewport there. So I go to the View tab here, and what I do quickly, I click on here, there's my named views at the top there. See model views with the black symbol there, and I want the side view, that one there. So I click, and it zooms to the side view. Now you'll see there, where I set up that named view, I can just see some bits of text there at the top. So I double click inside the viewport, like so, and I can pan. Don't zoom though. Even though these aren't to scale, these viewports at the moment, it'll just mess things up a bit. So don't zoom, just pan slightly so that all you can see is that side view. You can easily adjust the named view later. Now what I'm deliberately going to do is pan slightly to the right. So I've got a little bit of space there to the right in the viewport. You'll understand why in a second. So I double click outside the viewport to deactivate it. I then go to the Home tab here, and if I look in my Draw Tools panel, there I have a detail view. It's quick and easy that way. Detail view, come into the drawing area, and it automatically switches on that particular viewport. Now it's asking me where I want to place the center of the circle for the detail view. I'm going to use an object snap for that, so I'm going to shift and right click and use a midpoint snap, and I'm going to go for the midpoint of that angled edge there. So I click, and as I drag the circle out now, I drag it to encompass the detail view that I want, which is those dimensions like that, plus part of the side view. Once that fits, left click, Detail ISO. Now ISO is the standard I'm using. It's a metric ISO drawing. Now all I want is a viewport of the original in the layout there. Everything else I'm going to leave as it is. It's going to be 2:1. That could be a bit small. Let's go for maybe 4:1, like so. It's view name A, and I'm going to add an annotation leader line going from the original detail to the detail view in the layout. I click on OK, and as you can see, that's a bit too big. So if I hit escape there, it doesn't take me back to the dialog box. It just cancels the command, which is a little bit abrupt, but you'll just have to start again. It's not too bad. We click here, like so, center of circle, shift and right click, midpoint, midpoint on the angled face there, drag the circle out again to where we want it to be, left click, viewport of original in layout. That 4:1 was a bit big. Have I got a 3:1 there? No, I haven't, but I do have a 2.5:1. Let's go with that one, a little bit bigger. Click on OK. That works. It fits on the drawing sheet. So I'm just going to place that about there and left click. And there's my view. Now I didn't actually put an annotation leader there, but look, I've now got a blown up view there, 2.5:1, view A, and there's view A there. So if I just double click in that viewport now, in here, and just pan down ever so slightly so that A actually fits. And there we go, that is absolutely perfect. If it doesn't fit perfectly, no problem. Just double click outside your viewport, cancel that for the moment, and hit escape there and double click. All you've got to do is resize your viewport. Click on the edge there like that to select, click on a grip, just drag that down a tiny bit, click there. As you can see, as I come down there a little bit, it makes that viewport slightly bigger. Here as well, you'll see that I've got a little bit of text just showing there from the upper view there. Again, all I've got to do there is pan ever so slightly by double clicking inside the viewport. Pan up a smidge there, tiny little bit. There we go. Double click outside the viewport, job done. So there's my detail view there, my detail view A at 2.5:1 from my named side view there in the other viewport. So that's how you set up detail views in your layouts.